Let's go.
Let's rock.
Jimmy Juice Podcast, man.
Let's go, let's go.
Figgy Feed, best in the world, that's what he do, know what I'm talking about. Ryan Roc, born and raised in the H-Town, Houston, Texas. Know what I'm saying? Let's go.
Let's go, in the jacuzzi, smoking threats, I got my feet up, cut them haters off, I told them beat it, I don't need you, spend 50 racks in cash, but it's all good, I got my visa, this rolling got them staring at me like the Mona Lisa, my ghetto, Nike, I beat it like a crease, she always like my sneakers, these Jordan 5 pink aces, let's go, I'm knocking them down back to back in the row, he really the one,
But they already know.
so none of my chains go put on the show.
Giving up gins, sipping my juice. Counting the beans, addicted to ends. Need to back in on whatever I do. We get it in on the daily. I get it rocking like this with the 80. We really 10 toes down on the page. What's up? We about to see what they saying.
Rockin' gym, vippin' juice. Rockin' gym, vippin' juice. Rockin' gym, vippin' juice. Rockin' gym, vippin' juice. Let's go. Gym, vippin' juice. Rockin' gym, vippin' juice. Rockin' gym, vippin' juice. Rockin' gym, vippin' juice. Let's go, let's go.
What do you have to say to everyone who still considers the Astros cheaters?
Oh yeah.
There we go.
Oh yeah.
I caught a plane out to Cleveland late last evening. You sliding around playing Eminem in your car, you and your old lady?
Look like money. This look like money, motherfucker. Money. That's not how the game is played.
Yeah, now, well, the thing about the old days, the old
days. Best drop game in the game, man. Figgy Fig, of course, reporting live from Studio Fig, and Ryan Rocket here as well. Back on the Gems and Juice podcast at our normal time. Well, normal enough.
Yeah.
Back on the Friday tip, man, doing a damn thing. Got a lot to talk about, man. I didn't even realize until I saw the show prep, the shit you listen. I'm like, a lot, because I was wondering before the podcast. I'm like, what are we going to talk about?
Yeah.
But I saw your show prep. I'm like, okay, a lot did happen. So we have a lot to talk about, a lot to break down in social media and music and whatnot. Also, a little movie review. I did go see Superman. I'll break that down a little bit later. But yeah, first off, I guess go check. We haven't done a little check-in recently, man. Figgy, how you been?
Man, I've been pretty good. Still, we still got one car, man. I've been driving.
How's the search going?
We didn't even start yet. We've been trying to wait for a little credit boost.
Yeah.
Then we're gonna get out there, and plus I'm working on some other things with the station and all that.
Okay.
So, but in the time being, it is tough. Right, like dropping somebody off,
oh yeah, I bet.
Work, picking them up, and then like I'm getting home at like 5 every day, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't see how my parents did this as a kid, man. We used to have one car. Pops used to go to work. He'd drop my mother off and all that. I don't see how they did that, man.
Yeah, it's tough, man. It's tough not having a car when you're young and having to bum rides. It's tough having to be the guy who's having to drop people off and pick them up. It's kind of like having a kid again or having a kid for the first time. You know, you got to drop your kid off at school, then pick him up, then drop him off wherever he wants to go, all that shit. So, yeah, it kind of is like that. But hope the search goes good, man. Hope y'all get that situation locked up and get another car, because I know it's rough for two people sharing one car and y'all both working. So
yeah, it's stuff I can't do. Like I thought about, I'm like, oh, maybe I could get a haircut on Friday. I'm like, nope. She's dropping me off at work, and I ain't gonna be able to do it.
Yeah, you think about Uber and then you look at the Uber price and you're like, man, it's not even worth it.
Yeah, like one ride is like $25.
Yeah,
it's just like, damn, that's just there. It's not like there and back. It's like 25 off the top.
They really pulled the rug up under us with that Uber and Lyft shit. Because I remember it used to be pretty cheap.
Yeah,
It used to be way cheaper than a taxi or
Yeah.
calling anything like that. So you used to look at it like, damn, it's cheap as hell. I could go wherever I want, and it's not that much. Now, especially if you're going like downtown or somewhere where they boost the rate up because they know it's going to be a lot of people there.
yeah,
You talk like $50 plus.
yeah, yeah.
It's ridiculous, man.
And they got the taxis out the game pretty much.
Yep.
Yeah,
I guess that was their main goal.
Yeah.
Is to get the competition out and then jack up the price like Marlo and The Wire.
Yep. Yeah.
Price of the brick going up.
Yep.
So yeah, it's tough out there. Hope y'all get that situated, man, because I know that shit's rough.
Yeah, should get it together pretty soon, though.
Cool. We got some new music maybe to break down. I didn't ask if you listen to these albums. But I
listened to one album. I didn't listen to the other one. Well, I skimmed through it. I just listened to the other one, which is the Raekwon album, like probably like 15, 20 minutes ago. I just kind of had it on.
So I guess we'll start with the one we maybe did or didn't listen to. I skimmed it. We'll talk about the new Travis Scott album. I guess not really the Travis Scott album. It's a project with his label. I'm using air quotes here.
Jackboys.
Jackboys 2. He did drop the album on 713 Day as he promoted, kind of out of nowhere, presumably to step on the Clipse album. You know, you could have your conspiracy theories on what that means. Oh, Matt on YouTube says, "Good evening, Gyms and Juice. The weekend is here. Let's kick it off right." Hell yeah, man.
Yes, sir. Yeah. I should have got me a little drink or something, man.
Yeah, get you a tall one. Get you a Miller High Life. Crack that shit open and just relax with us, man. Get ready for the weekend.
Yeah.
It's funny how that's our definition of a good weekend now. Just sitting back, drinking beer and watching TV or a movie.
He ain't said nothing about no kicking it or
get
some hoes and nothing like this. Sit back and get a beer and watch us.
Yeah. I used to never understand that. Like how my dad could be happy just cracking a beer open and watching sports all day on a Sunday.
Yeah.
You know, and now I get it, man, because that's all I want to do usually if I'm not working on a Sunday or something.
Yeah.
I just want to kick back, have a little beer, and watch a whole day of football or whatever the fuck, binge a show.
Yeah.
No, I ain't talking about no long, extended outdoor activities, especially in this summer heat.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But anyway, I digress. We're talking about the Travis Scott album, man. The Jackboys 2. Now, I skimmed it. I listened for about a good 4 or 5 songs, and I cut the shit off. I'm not going to lie.
Oh, man, you weren't feeling it?
I couldn't make it, man. All the songs sounded too similar, and it's like I just wasn't in the mood. I even tried to play it at the gym. I thought it was going to hype me up. It really didn't do nothing for me. It's long as hell, too. It's like, what, 19 songs or some shit? Let me look this up. It's a lot of songs, man. A lot of people. It's a Sheck West. All the people that are on.
Don Toliver.
Yeah, it is 17 tracks long, but I did see he was going to drop a deluxe already because some bonus songs were going to come out.
Yeah.
So he's pulling every trick in the book.
Yeah.
The stream and cheat codes.
Yeah.
He's pulling them out for this when he's selling merch with this album too. Bundles, all the shit, the cheating the streams tactics he's employing here.
Yeah. I see why artists and stuff get out the way for certain people, man.
Yeah.
Because you going against it could be a normal artist and you going against somebody like this. Like, man, all right. You go ahead and have it. I'll drop another week.
Exactly. And this is why the Clipse really shouldn't have put their album release date so far out. They shouldn't have telegraphed it so much. They should have kind of said maybe a week in advance, drop some more singles, and then say, hey, this Friday, Clipse album.
Yeah.
But we knew this was coming for a while, and then the ops had their chance to retaliate in the form of Travis Scott and Justin Bieber, maybe or maybe not. Justin, I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe it was Def Jam and not Justin. But I think Travis Scott might have been a little bit of a trying to step on the Clipse album.
Yeah.
So anyway, before we get into sales and all that, let's talk about the album itself, man. I think, Vicky, you probably listened to it more than I did. What were your thoughts on the album? Did you like it? Do you think Travis is back? Do you think the album sounds good? What are your thoughts?
I thought the album was okay. I do think you mentioned something earlier. I kind of had this thought for a minute, but I didn't want to really say it out loud, because sometimes when you say something like this out loud, then they come with a different project. You be like, oh, okay, that's different. I'm starting to feel like his production is sounding too much the same, man. I feel like everything gets the same. Like everything sound the same. And that's how I felt with this project. Like it's some good stuff. Like I like the intro, or not the intro, but the second song. Was it Champagne and Vacay?
Yeah.
I like that song. I think it's cool. He threw a little shot at Pusha T in there. I think he kind of made Pusha T point. Just that little shot is like, man, it's not worth it. He ain't that type of artist. But he threw a little shot.
And he said something about being tired of old niggas, and I've been pushing T's and something like that. A little double entendre about Pusha T and pushing T-shirts, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a little light jab. I wouldn't really call it a shot. Like a little light jab, a little warm-up hit.
Yeah, but yeah, I thought it was nothing to see there. Everybody was kind of blowing it up. It was nothing to see there to me. Yeah. But as far as the other projects, other songs, I thought it was okay. And I did realize I guess I'm tired of him, because I did used to like this guy at first, but I'm kind of tired of Don Toliver. I'm not really a big Don Toliver fan. I guess I just realized that. Some of his songs I just had to skip. But yeah, everything else, it was okay. Like, I don't know if I'll go back to it. I don't know if it's anything I'll go back to. I'm looking through this track list now. Yeah, it was a couple songs on here I thought was okay. It's a guy on here by the name of Sofago.
Yeah.
I never heard of him, but that song he sampled Ski Mask from Project Pat.
Mm-hmm.
He sampled the beginning of that. I thought that was a cool song. That was probably that's the one song I was like, damn, who is this? I thought that was kind of cool. It was cringy to me. The one cringy song on here to me was the Travis Scott and Glorilla song, where he was doing the shine.
Yeah, that went viral for that little diddly whoa. The auto-tune sounds terrible.
Yeah, that was cringy. I was just like, is he serious? This sounds like a spoof. So that one I didn't really care for. But overall, the project was cool. This, to me, this ain't better than Astro World and nothing like that. I think so far his last best album was Astro World. Everything else was just kind of all right. But his stuff is starting to sound the same to me.
Yeah, I feel the same way basically. But my thing is, I was never really a Travis Scott fan, even in his prime, even in the Astro World era. He has a few songs I like, but in general, I just don't like him as an artist. I think he's corny. I think he kind of stole Kid Cudi's whole vibe and even his ad libs. I think he's trying to dick ride Houston too much. I know he's technically from here, but he ain't really from here. He came up in a different camp than any other Houston rapper, and nobody in Houston had heard of him when he started blowing up as far as the rap scene. So Yeah, I'm not really a fan of him, man, and I'm not really a fan of the music for the most part. Is very much formulaic to me. I think he kind of makes the same song over and over again with the same sounding beats. Don Toliver is somebody I liked in the beginning. I'm kind of gotten cold on him. I'm tired of his voice.
Me
I'm
too.
tired of it. You don't want to hit that bow. All that, that goofy voice he sings in. I'm tired of it. And there's another artist who just keeps making the same music over and over again. And
Yeah.
I don't know, it's kind of old to me. But the kids apparently still like Travis Scott. This one apparently will open up with about 250 plus K first week sales. Which I predicted it was gonna crush Clipse. I knew when he announced it, like it was already over.
Yeah.
Clipse did come in at about a strong, I saw 100K plus, which is good for them in this era.
That was
considering how old they are.
That was really good to me because I know at first the report was like 90K, and people was kind of laughing at it. I'm like, oh, that's really good, man. Like something without a strong radio single and just straight up hip hop talking about, like real hip hop type shit. That's very strong because I don't know anybody else that would do some numbers like that. Like I don't know anybody else on that level that would do numbers like that, and they haven't put an album out in years.
Yeah, I think. And look, we knew what it was going to be. We knew it was going to be. We know that they're not the type of artists who make radio friendly, pop friendly, in the club type music necessarily. They make headphone music for people who love crack rap.
Yeah.
And I'm a headphone music person who loves crack rap. So I liked it. We both liked it. But it's not going to attract the audience that drives streams. And we knew that. So still good for them. Still looking forward to the tour. I hope those tickets lower in price so we can go see them at a reasonable rate.
Yeah.
But I'm looking forward to everything they're doing. I'm glad they're back together. It's unfortunate their album got stepped on, but that's the game. So
and it got stepped on not only by Travis Scott, but Justin Bieber, man.
Yeah. I'm kind of more surprised that Justin didn't outsell Travis. I guess his moment's really kind of passed.
Yeah.
I mean, 150 is still good, but Travis being on so much, getting so much more first week is kind of crazy. I know he did the cheat codes, but still.
Yeah, but even like honestly, even Justin Bieber was a superstar, man. Even when he got older, it was still Justin Bieber, man. Like I ain't even talking about the 12-year-old Justin Bieber. I'm talking about even grown Justin Bieber. And I felt like if it would have had time to, promote it and all that stuff and build up to it, it could have definitely did more than that. But I don't know. I still haven't heard anything from that album. I take that back. I did hear one thing because I kept hearing people talk about the song he got with Sexy Red. And I just had to hear what she was talking about in there. She talked about the normal. But outside of that, I haven't heard anything from that album.
Yeah, me neither, man. Me neither. I'm looking through the track list, and I haven't heard any of these songs. It's funny he got a song with Drewski, but he got a song with Lil B. Okay, I got to hear that song. He got a song with Lil B. I'm gonna hear that. I'm listening to that. But shout out to Lil B.
Yeah.
But man, it's unfortunate, but that's how the game goes. And these streams went the way I think we all thought they would, but who cares, really?
Yeah. I hate that Clipse fans even talking about the numbers like that and celebrating. Like I think you should say salute and for getting this number, but that's not what Clip fans do, man.
And it's annoying that the fan base got drawn into this sales argument to begin with, and they let these people troll them. Oh, they only did 90K. Oh, they only did 100K. Man, don't even engage with that bullshit. Nobody cares about that.
Yeah.
Other new music that came out, I didn't even know about this. Raekwon dropped a new album called The Emperor's New Clothes. And Figgy, I know you're the Raekwon and the Wu head more so than me. I do like Wu-Tang. I was never that much into Raekwon though. I did like Only Built for Cuban Links, but a lot of it had to do with Ghostface. But you listened to this album, you said right before the podcast started. So what are your thoughts about it?
Yeah, I thought it was a solid hip hop album, man. I didn't know this album came out until today. I kept seeing people talk about what a great year for hip hop. Last week we got Clipse, and this week Raekwon delivered. And I'm like, oh, he got a new album. And I looked at the track list. I'm like, all right, let me check this out. I thought, like I said, I agree with the guy. I think it is a good year for hip hop so far, man. Getting a good, solid Raekwon album. I thought the production was good. He was good on there. It was good. It's always good. Ghostface is one of my favorite rappers.
Yeah,
so it's always good hearing Ghostface. I feel like me personally, I feel like he never fell off. Like the way he sounds, it's just like he kind of got whatever Nas have, where Nas just always sound the same.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the same thing with Ghostface. Like he always come through and deliver, man. So yeah, it was a good album. I can't wait to hear that. I can't wait to oh no, this is what I was about to say. I think I seen this somewhere. I think it's real, but did you see Ghostface Killer is working on Supreme Clientele too?
No, but I'm not surprised. You know how we feel about, or at least I feel about these sequel albums, man. I'm not a fan of them. I think it's a little too clout chasey.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess he's releasing part 2. I wouldn't say part 2, but Supreme Clientele 2. And that's coming out in August. And I'm not the biggest fan of that stuff either. Like I don't want it. Like I was cringing with Killer Season 2 and Port of Miami 2 and all that. But
Extinction Level Event 2.
Yeah.
Marshall Mathers LP 2.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of that, but I would definitely be listening to this, man. Like I'm just a Ghostface Killer fan, period. So I'm definitely gonna be listening to this.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out. What's up, David? David in the Twitch chat said I came in on Ghostface is one of my favorite rappers. Cosign. Yeah, man. I'll admit I grew up not really being a fan of Ghostface, but as I got older, I get it now. But when I was younger, I wasn't a big fan of a lot of New York rappers, except for Biggie and Jay-Z. Basically, a lot of the Wu-Tang people I wasn't a huge fan of at the time. But I've grown to like him, man. I get it now. And I do like Ghostface music, and I'm looking forward to the new music he's got coming out.
Yeah.
But before, it was tough to get into at first, being from the South and from Houston, man. But I eventually got on board.
Yeah, I kind of my introduction to Ghostface was the Supreme Clientele album. My brother-in-law at the time played it, and I was just to me, I was more amazed by the production because I was always somebody that paid attention to all the beats and stuff.
Yeah,
and I felt like the production on there was amazing. I loved every single one of those beats, and then I felt like he fit the beat so perfect. And then that's when I kind of he started putting me on game to other people like Met the Men and all that. So I was a big Wu-Tang fan growing up, and especially I love SZA too. SZA is somebody I'm like, that's somebody I kind of wish I rapped like was clever like. So but yeah, as far as this Raekwon, if you're a hip hop head, man, check it out. It's cool. I think he got Nas on here. Who else he got on here? He got Nas, he got Met the Man on here. He got a few people on here, man. So
okay. Yeah,
check it out whenever you get a chance. If you just want to hear some good hip hop. You got Benny the Butcher. Yeah, who else? Yeah, I think that's about it. Yeah, he got some good people on here.
Did you go to the Wu-Tang concert last month?
I did not go, but our guy Brandon Scott went.
Did he say it was good? What do you think about it?
He said it was good. He went to it was Wu-Tang Clan and Run the Jewels.
Oh, okay.
So he went there. He enjoyed it. I think he's a Wu-Tang fan too. He liked real hip hop, so he was down with that.
Yeah, I forgot about that show, man. I should have went. I know it's supposed to be like their last tour. I don't know if I believe that, but it's supposed to be the last tour, supposedly, reportedly, apparently. But yeah, I heard it's good to hear that was a good show, man. At least I think all of them were there too. So that's always a good thing. I know I hate when Wu-Tang will do a tour and it's like niggas missing. There's no Ghostface or GZA or Inspector Deck.
Yeah.
It's even worse with Bone Thugs.
Yeah.
They be doing a Bone Thugs tour and like there's 3 members there.
Yeah. They do a Bone Thugs tour with no Busy Bone.
Yeah.
And like I feel like the only one you could get away with is without having one.
Or Flesh. Wish or Flesh. Mainly Flesh, I think, is a number 1 guy you could leave off and it'll be okay.
Flesh is the one that wasn't on the album, the first album, because he was in jail.
Yeah, he was in jail.
Yeah, you could probably get away with that one. But you can't get away with not having no Busy Bone or even Crazy.
Yeah. That's you can't do that, man. But I always hate when they say it's a Bone Thugs tour, but there's no Busy, there's no Lazy, maybe. Okay, it's not a Bone Thugs tour.
Yeah,
it's Crazy Bone and Friends. But yeah. So anyway, yeah, I'm gonna check that out. I'm gonna check the Raekwon album out when I get a chance, man. I didn't even know it dropped. So now let's go into topics, man. I guess we already talked about it, but I guess we can go a little more in depth. What do you think about the Travis Scott diss towards Pusha? And do you think Pusha will push the button similar to what he did to Drake and go all in, or do you think he's just kind of gonna let this one go?
I think he gonna let this one go, man. I don't think, to me, if he got some ammo just sitting there waiting for Travis Scott, I don't think this is worth it, man. I think this, to me, I feel like this is kind of like if you get into it with somebody and you kind of mug them, and then they come back and they just kind of just tap you back. It's just like, man, you ain't trying to fight for real. Like, I ain't about to beat your ass. I think this one, you just got to walk away on this one, man. Like, you sent your message, and that's all you got. And he know Travis ain't up there as a real rapper like that. So I don't think he trying to do anything with that, man. And
no, I agree.
And honestly, I feel like I think it might look weird on his part. Because it's kind of like picking on somebody that ain't even in your class lyrically. So I'm like, man, like why you going after him, man? I'd rather him go after somebody like a Jim Jones, or I don't know who else he have a problem with, but like, I'd rather that than you going full blown in on somebody like a Travis Scott that ain't even that type of rapper. So I would kind of look at him a little funny. I still think that the bars he gave Travis Scott was a little cringy to me. I'm like, that wasn't even needed in the song. But yeah, I think he should just leave it alone.
Yeah, I agree. I think this is one of those cases where it'll look weird if Pusha T tries to pick on him and really go in. Like, he's not really a rapper like that. If he wants to TMZ it and release whatever video he's got that he's talking about that's supposed to be so damning on Travis Scott, then go ahead and release it. But I don't need to hear no dedicated Pusha T diss towards Travis Scott. I don't think we need that in hip hop.
Yeah,
it's like dissing T-Pain or something, man. Like, what's the point of that?
Yeah,
he's not really a rapper like that. So yeah, I'm good on this beef in general. There's a few beefs I'm just tired of in general. I think the Kendrick and Drake beef has really pushed all these other little mid beefs into overdrive, and everybody wants to beef now. I'm a little sick of it, man. Speaking of Drake, I guess we'll get into that next. So Drake has done a festival in Europe. I guess he's going to do a tour. He announced a tour coming soon as well. But he was doing a few shows in the jolly old England, and he was with his mates.
Yeah,
and he was over there rapping. They were really into it. The crowd was crazy. I saw the pictures. Drake's demise has been greatly exaggerated. I think he's still here, obviously, and he's not going anywhere. I still think he's peaked in his popularity, but he's not dead.
Yeah.
And apparently he had he got a little emotional in front of that crowd because they were really supporting him. They were saying fuck Kendrick. And I guess that made him want to take shots, and he was getting a little in his feelings. And he said something about the hip hop scene in UK. We'll just play the clip here, and y'all can listen for yourself from Mr. Six himself.
Shit tatted on me. This is my brother right here, a real fucking legend. When I talk about my love for London rappers, the best lyricists in the world, mark my words. Oh shit! I don't care what nobody says. Nobody can out-rap London. Nobody. No disrespect to America, no disrespect to my country, but nobody can out-rap London rappers. This is the best, highest level. This is what I aspire to. Skepta. And this guy right here.
All right, that's pretty much it.
Yeah,
That's
I don't even know who he's talking about, but yeah. So Drake thinks that the best lyricists in hip hop are from London, from England. They're not from the United States. I don't even know what to say. Part of me is like, okay, he's obviously just trying to play up the crowd because he's just happy that they're supporting him, and he wants, people do that. People always say, "Oh, this is the greatest crowd I've ever been in front of." That they say that fake shit to hype you up. But I do think Drake at this point probably believes it. And I think it's mainly because he's been betrayed by all his American rap friends for the most part. And the only one that supported him is 21 Savage, and he's also from England. So I guess he kind of counts. But Drake thinks that the best lyricists in hip hop are from over the pond, across the pond. And Figgy, what do you think about this? Do you think he's being sincere? Do you think there's any merit to it? Are you a fan of UK and British hip hop, or do you think he's just bullshitting and just trying to make headlines?
Yeah, I think he was kind of in the moment. I think he was really in the moment. Just being over there, he probably feeling himself, and how you kind of get a little emotional. And it sounded like he was really emotional. Like, hold on, wait a minute, I'm serious. I feel like he was a little bit emotional and just was showing some love to the UK, man. Because hell, if you listen to some of his stuff, he did get a lot of inspiration from him. I ain't gonna say he jacked their style or anything like that, but he got a lot of inspiration from them. And I think he was just trying to show him some love. But I ain't realized how much of a stuff he was causing by saying this, man. Because I never really thought it was even a question. But just when he said that, a lot of people were having that conversation. And me personally, I don't think so. And I hate to be the person that kind of shit on their accents. But me personally, it's hard to watch a movie or a TV show that's over in Britain, that's over in the UK. So it's a little easier with rap music because all you need is a nice beat and you can roll with it. But I don't know if I could get that far to say they lyrically or whatever, however you put it, is better than American rappers. I can't get there yet with it. But yeah, I think I think he kind of I'm gonna say he kind of pandering a little bit with it. I don't think for one second he believe it. I do feel like he probably got a battery in his back a little bit because he's doing that festival over there. Mm-hmm. And maybe some of the artists in America, he don't respect them as he wish. So he, kind of pumping them up a little bit, but nah, I think he was just kind of in the moment.
Yeah, I think he might believe it actually, man, because if you look at his history, he's always been dick riding the London rappers and their slang. He had took their lingo. It's kind of like after he finished, he came in the game with the Houston style. But after a few years, he started adopting the London, UK style. And he started talking like them. He started getting invested in their culture. He brought that show Top Boy back, the London show. He brought it back on Netflix. I think he's like the executive producer of that now or some shit. I think he was in the show. And he's tried to make himself close-knit to the UK rap scene. And so I think he probably does believe it, especially at this point in his career where he's like, fuck American rap. All these niggas turned on me. So I think he probably does believe it. David said the UK is his ejection seat. Yeah, man, he done fired himself across the pond, and he's just gonna be over there for a while. But I mean, UK rap people aren't stupid. They know what he's doing. I've seen a few clips of people talking on the podcast, and they're like, okay, we know what he's doing. He's trying to get a little more fan base over here, build his fan base here since he lost a little popularity in America. And yeah, man, I think he believes it, but to think it's true is laughable. I'm sorry, man. I've listened to my share of UK hip hop. I've listened to a lot of Skepta. I like Skepta. I would not put Skepta in like my top 50 rappers. Not even top 100. I don't know. I do like his music, but there's a lot of people I would put above him, and he's one of their best rappers. Everybody else I hear, I don't like him. I don't like Central C. I don't like any of these other rappers I've heard, and their little drill music they got going on. It don't sound good to me, man. That accent just does not sound good with rap. I'm sorry. I don't want to hate on people in the way they talk, but the way they conversate is not conducive to good sounding hip hop. They sound too proper and yeah.
They sound like Queen Elizabeth.
Yeah, they sound like, and the funniest thing is the Ari Spears clip. That's exactly how they rap, man. That's why that clip is so funny. Like that's exactly how they rap, dog.
Yeah,
and it just, I can't do it. I can't get into it. They've got all the elements, man. They got good producers there. They've got the music sounds clean. They got good hooks. I'm sure they got good singers there. But the music itself, the rap just does not sound right with that accent, man. It just doesn't. I can't get into it. And to think you would say that they're better than, who's the best right now? Kendrick's, J. Cole's. I'm not even a big fan of J. Cole like that, but I'm not going to put no UK rapper above him. So I just don't see it, man.
Yeah, and I think the key is he said nobody in the world can out rap London rappers. It'd be one thing if he said they sound better on a song or production wise they're better and all this other stuff. Nah, man, it's people that can out rap London rappers to me, man. And yeah, and you better than me. I'm not really the biggest Skepta fan, but like I said, it's tough, and I'm taking the whole accent thing out of it as far as them sounding too proper and don't really sound gritty. But it's just hard to understand what they saying, man. Like I just don't really like that style. So yeah, and it's one thing, and this is a stretch what I'm about to say right here, but it's not like they rapping like Slick Rick, and I know Slick Rick got an older style, and I thought he was cool. I like Slick Rick, but it's just I guess maybe it's the drill rap that's throwing me off, because if they were smooth with it, I'd be like, okay, I can see it, because like I said, Slick Rick is smooth. He was smooth with it. I understood what Slick Rick was saying, but Yeah, outside of that, I think it's just the drill rap that's kind of throwing me off. I don't really care for that.
Yeah, it isn't. Maybe it hits harder if you're from there, but yeah. And I'm look, I'm not gonna say getting stabbed don't hurt, and of course you could die from it, but rapping about being shot is a lot scarier than rapping about being stabbed, man. And that's what a lot of them do over there. They don't have guns over there, so they got to rap about stabbing somebody.
Wait, they don't have guns over there?
Nah.
I didn't know that.
They're very strict with gun control over there.
Really?
So most of the crime is done via like machetes and knives and blades, because you really can't get guns over there, man. They really crack down on that shit.
Damn, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So a lot of their drill has to do with they really can't rap about let the chopper sing or nothing like that, because they don't have those weapons over there, man.
Man, so, them niggas better lie.
I mean, look, I mean, to be honest, their audience wouldn't understand that.
Yeah.
So that you got to rap about just stabbing somebody or beating them up, because it wouldn't make no sense. They couldn't relate to carrying having a 9 on you or something like that, or having a switch. You don't even know what a switch is over there.
Yeah.
So you got to play to your audience, but it don't sound as scary. It don't sound as hard. And look, I'm not saying getting stabbed ain't scary. Of course, you easily die from getting stabbed, but it ain't the same.
Yeah. So. Damn. Just imagine. Damn. So niggas over there getting robbed with a knife?
Yes. I'm not saying it's funny because, like I said,
I didn't know this. I had no idea this was the case.
No, it's true.
Damn, that's wild. I ain't even think, and when you brought that up, I thought, because I think recently, maybe it was a fake video or something like that, but I think an artist over there got stabbed, like a UK artist just got stabbed.
Top five. It was Drake's guy. It was Drake's guy from Toronto.
Yeah. So yeah, that's why I'm like, I thought you was bringing that up, but damn, that's crazy, man. Man, I wish somebody. Hey, look, I don't condone this at all, but I wish somebody would come up with a knife. Like, I almost, the one time I did get robbed, I was really that close to debating on just like trying to wrestle with the gun, man, because I thought it was a fake gun, because my homies back in the day used to rob people with fake guns. And I was looking at the gun. I'm like, man, this lightweight look fake, because it was like it was like a light tan type of gun. And I'm sitting here like this. I was about to just try to grab it, but it was like 4 or 5 dudes. And I'm like, I ain't about to win that match. And plus, I ain't had nothing important they were taking. So I just kind of took it on the chin. But man, if they had a knife, I would have been out. I would have been running like crazy, unless they're gonna do some John Wick type shit and just throw the knife and hit you in the neck. Or some loop, or some, what's his name?
Throw the knife. Throw the knife like a ninja or some shit, man. Yeah. Yeah, I would look if it was 10 guys rolling up on me with knives, you got it. All right, you got it. But if it's one guy and he looks skinnier than me and he got like a tiny little switchblade knife, I might take my chance, man. I'd be like, nah, I think it'd take you, man. Yeah, I got a little poker too. We could go poke for poke. Pause.
Hey, you go look like that GIF. Remember that GIF of the guy like this, and somebody had a knife, a little knife.
Hold up! Don't pull the 9, man, or however that shit went. But yeah, it's not as scary. I guess it's scary over there. And I think I was hearing some debate about there. Apparently, people just get pickpocketed like it's nothing over there. And they just give it up.
Damn.
People just get robbed and they just give it up.
Damn.
But so
that's crazy.
I don't know. It's a different culture, man. It's a different culture.
I guess off that strength alone, they can't be better than American rappers.
Yeah, I mean, look, not all rap has to be about gun violence and death, but if you're doing battle rap, you can't come at somebody who talking about and a chopper out, and you talk about you got a machete in the car or some shit, or you got swords, you got a knife. Yeah, that's not gonna work as a rebuttal, man. So
yeah, but shit, if Drake is comparing that type of rap to American type of rap, like it's not even a question.
David said that guy got his gun off Sneakers app, the custom colorway. I think it's like the guy who got you. Yeah, I don't know, man. But the UK rap, look, it's got its audience, it's got its place, but it's just not for me personally in general. And I've listened to my fair share of it. Some of it I like Skepta, but in general, it just is not good. The rap is not, it's clean, but it's not. I don't hear nobody with no complex double entendres and complex lyricism or complex flow. It all kind of sounds the same to me over there.
Yeah.
And maybe it's just me and my untrained ears. I'm not used to UK music, but every song I hear that gets big sounds exactly the same, with the same type of flow, the same type of content, and no kind of impressive lyricism to me.
Yeah.
So I don't know who the UK Jay-Z is. I don't know who the London-based Tupac is, or the Biggie. I don't know who the legendary MCs are who have complex lyricism and strong delivery. I don't know who those people are over there. Maybe I haven't heard them, but I don't know.
Remember Dipset London? Or there was SAS. Remember them?
I remember the name. I forget who was in it.
It was it was a group called, I think it's called SAS.
Dipset London. That's too funny, man. I gotta look that up on Google. Dipset London. I remember that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it was some dudes. I think it was called named SAS or some shit like that. But yeah, Dipset. I think it was Dipset Euro Gang.
Dipset Euro Gang. That's funny.
Yeah.
They're trying to make a Dipset worldwide.
Yeah, they was. Remember, they had I think they had somebody from down south at one point.
Yeah, Dipset South. They're trying to do the Suge Knight Death Row thing with Death Row East.
Yeah.
And all that before Pac died.
Yeah.
SAS. Oh, that's the Dipset London people.
Yeah. They were, you know what? I don't know if you heard that Dipset. I think it's Diplomatic Immunity too, I want to say. They were on that album.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they were actually on that album, but I don't think they did nothing after that.
Dipset Europe, man. That was a hell of a time. You could just do anything.
Yeah.
Dipset, where's Dipset China? If Dipset lasted longer and got bigger, we could have had Dipset Africa, Dipset China, Dipset Korea.
And see, the thing is too, I think during that time, man, it wasn't, people were just looking to get on. So I don't even know if they even had a deal with, like most of the time when you hear these stories, some of these people didn't even have a deal with.
No, hell nah.
They just showed up and like, all right, you part of the gang, and here you hopping on this album.
Mm-hmm.
And you like, damn, nigga like Hell Rail wasn't even signed. he was just hanging around, and he was dope. So they just put him on. And so I think it's a lot of that. And they probably was like, oh, yeah, it's some dudes from the UK. Like, I'm going to sign them to Dipset Records or Diplomat Records. I think it was a lot of that. Remember Cat Williams was with Dipset?
Yeah, I remember that. I think at the end of one of his best stand-up shows, didn't they give him a Dipset chain?
Yeah. I
forget what show that was, but yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, he was actually on he was on one of these Dipset albums. But yeah, he was on there for real.
And what was he doing on Dipset, man? Cat Williams don't rap. He just strictly doing skits.
I don't know. He had one song where he was rapping, but Nah, he wasn't really rapping on there. I don't know what they was doing.
I can't remember if it was the Pimp Chronicles or American Hustle. It might have been the Pimp Chronicles where he got the chain. But yeah, that was a crazy time. I don't know what Cat Williams was doing on Dipset, man. Come on now.
Yeah. See, here they go right here. They was on this track called
Cameron and SAS. All right, I might have to go back and listen to that.
It was actually on 2 songs on here. I'm looking at all these. Remember Jaja?
Yes. Bigger Picture. This was a good album, man.
It was.
Santana, I didn't like that song. Taking to Church. They fucked up Taking to Church because they changed the sample.
Yeah.
So that album version was ass. Dead Motherfucker is one of my favorite Dipset era songs.
Yeah. Yeah. That Bigger Picture.
Yeah, that song is hard. Crunk Music, hard.
Yeah.
That was a good album, man. Back in the good old days.
Yeah.
Wasn't as good as the first album, but it was still good.
Yeah. Yeah, but SAS, Dipset, Euro Gang.
Yeah, man. You could say everybody had every kind of label and offshoot label. Def Jam South.
Oh yeah.
With Scarface was a president.
Yeah, and they had 8 Ball and MJG. Oh no, that was Bad Boy South.
Yeah, that was Bad Boy South.
that was probably the most commercial 8 Ball and MJG has ever went.
Oh, definitely. Having Diddy in that Don't Want Drama video, all in the ad libs, it was disgusting. But got a bag for it at least. Hope they weren't at the parties.
Now, I grew up liking that song though, because I didn't really grow up listening to 8 Ball and MJG.
Yeah.
But that song, I do remember that song, especially I was in high school around that time too. So that shit used to go up in the clubs.
And then Jeezy was on Bad Boys. Oh, Boys in the Hood. Remember Boys in the Hood? Bad Boys South.
Yeah, they had one fucking album. I'm surprised they had that album, man.
That had to be the quickest turnaround for an artist to be in a group and then leave and go solo. Jeezy was in Boys in the Hood for 1 album and he dipped and he got huge and went solo.
Yeah. Who was all in this group, man?
I know Jody Breeze was the one everybody thought would be a star.
Oh, I'm looking at it now. So it's Young Jeezy, Jody Breeze, Gorilla Zoe. I didn't realize Gorilla Zoe was
Gorilla Zoe like replaced Jeezy. Gorilla Zoe was on the second album. Yeah, Gorilla Zoe was on the second album.
Okay. Yeah, and then somebody named Big Duke.
Yeah, man. So everybody had their own little offshoot affiliate of whatever area was hot at the time. But it's crazy that Dipset had Dipset Europe.
Yeah,
I feel like they just met. I feel like Dipset did a show in Europe, met some rappers, and say, "Hey, y'all sound good. Y'all Dipset Europe."
Yeah,
no paperwork was signed at all. They just said, "Hey, y'all Dipset Europe. Now here's some T-shirts."
Yeah, I'm gonna put y'all on my album.
Yeah. So that's the story of Dipset Europe, I'm sure. Other things that happened this week, I guess we'll keep it on since we talked about the jolly old across the pond, Britain and UK.
Our mate over there.
Yeah, our mates over there. Have you heard anything about this Skepta and Joyner Lucas beef?
I didn't hear about the beef, but I did hear the first Skepta diss on to Joyner Lucas.
Was it good?
I actually thought it was really good. I thought it sounded good. Like I said, we talked about it not that long ago. It's just the accents that's kind of throwing me off a little bit. I'm not really understanding what he's saying, but I think that's probably the clearest UK drill song you'll probably ever get, man. But I thought it was cool. I thought the beat was fire. I thought it was cool. I just don't really know why. I don't know why they're beefing or what happened, what's going on. but I think he released 2 diss songs. So I don't know what's going on. But the first one, I thought the first one was cool. I'm like, damn, okay. I thought it was cool.
Yeah, I listened to it. Like I said, I like Skepta, but beef with Joyner Lucas, it's something I really don't care about.
Yeah,
I might go back and listen to it, and I saw it on my timeline a few times. But this whole America versus London rap thing, I'm until some heavy hitters get into it, I don't really care about it.
yeah. I don't even want no heavy hitters to get into this.
That's true. They're not going to because they make money over there and they tour over there.
Yeah.
So why would they diss London and London rap?
Yeah, it got to be some low tier type rappers in the U.S. that probably jump in the ring with one of them. But like, I don't want to see no Kendrick Lamar or anybody like that trying to go back and forth to prove that America is the fuck is this, the Olympics? like, nah, man, I don't want to see that.
Yeah, personally, I really care about it. So yeah, until something, let's get Lupe involved, but I think Lupe got love for them over there too. So I don't know. Until somebody more lyrical and impressive represents us in America, I don't really care about this beef.
Yeah, so. I think everybody get their money over there.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, true. You could probably argue and say they probably get more money over there than they do here.
Definitely. And dog, low key, a lot of rappers, especially like the more lyrical ones and the ones who I guess their careers kind of fallen off a little bit, they're way more appreciated overseas, especially in UK and London, than they are over here.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's something to take note of too. So I don't think we're gonna see a lot of people diss UK over here. So
yeah, it do seem like they have more of an appreciation for hip hop and stuff and music in general too.
Yeah,
because I see people trying to they was giving praises to Drake, probably the Drake stance, like, oh, he did 3 days of a festival. Look at this in London. And my first thought was, if that's so great, why don't you do it over in the U.S. then? If it's that easy peasy, do one in the U.S. Like, it's a reason why it's easier to do that type of stuff over there. Like, they appreciate that shit, man.
Yeah, well, that's always been what Drake is, and that's also what people are critical of about him, is that he's tried to make himself like this global artist. You know, he appeals towards like Jamaican type dance hall beats and shit. He's done the London thing. He does the Memphis thing, like certain regions when they get hot, he wants to get on them too.
Yeah.
And with Atlanta, Memphis, Houston, New York rappers as well, and then overseas. So he's really tried to make himself like a global, international type of rapper. And yeah, that's the reason why. But I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
Other things that have been going on and percolating on social media. Nicki Minaj is gotten into some kind of beef with Roc Nation, SZA, TDE. And I forget how this all came out. I think who was it? Top Dog? Was it Top Dog or Punch, or who made the initial tweet?
It was Punch.
So Punch made a tweet, said something something about Barbs or Barbies.
Yeah,
I think he was promoting a new artist on TDE with a song that had Barbies in it or something like that.
It was a song called Broken Barbies.
Broken Barbies, yeah.
And if you listen to the song, it had it's nothing to do with that. Or not talking about Nicki Minaj, obviously.
This reminds me exactly of when Game thought Jay-Z dissed him. Because at the beginning of the Kingdom Come intro, Jay-Z said, "The game's fucked up, niggas beats is banging, niggas your hooks did it, your lyrics didn't, your gangster look did it." Remember Game heard that and thought that was a diss towards him?
Yeah.
When he was obviously just talking about the rap game in general.
Yeah.
So Game released like 20 diss songs at Jay-Z. That's exactly what's going on here.
Yeah. That
Something-
remind me. Remember, Nicki got caught up in a situation like that, kind of with Remy Ma. I think Nicki released some song or some verse, and Remy Ma replied with the sheet. Remember, she replied with Sheether and was going in on her.
Yeah.
And Nicki wasn't even talking about it. Nicki was talking about what's the other crazy chick from New York? Damn, what's the crazy chick that be into the voodoo type shit?
Azalea Banks.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think she was talking about Azalea Banks because she talked about her being broke and past doing her. He said something weird, and Remy Ma was ready, and that's when she came with Sheether. And then I think later it came out that Nicki wasn't even talking about Remy Ma on there.
Mm-hmm.
I was just like, damn, that's fucked up. She called a body to somebody that had nothing to do with her.
Yeah, and speaking of Azalea Banks, she was also in trending because she leaked a nude picture of Conor McGregor.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I thought that shit was fucking ugh. But whatever. I don't even know why she had that shit. Actually, I'm not surprised she had that shit.
Yeah, he probably looked at her as a fetish.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Conor McGregor, a freaky ass dude, man.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother topic. But anyway, so Nicki Minaj kind of went on a rant dissing SZA, talking about her fake freckles, really just talking about everything about her, talking about how her sales were fake. She needed all this extra stuff to boost her sales, and just going in on her look, going in on her sales, her style, all this stuff. SZA tried to take the high road at first, but I think she kind of eventually got sick of it. And I haven't been really keeping up on this. You probably know more about this than I do. But what's really going on here? And is Nicki just tripping over some bullshit again, or does this beef have any kind of validity?
Yeah, I think Nicki started attacking SZA because I think SZA around that time when Punch said whatever he said and Nicki replied to him. SZA tweeted this. She tweeted Mercury retrograde. Don't take the bait. LOL, silly goose. And then Nicki replied to that, and then been going at SZA since. And I think they've been kind of going back and forth and all that stuff. SZA started talking about tour sales and numbers and all that stuff. That's when I kind of jumped out of it. But yeah, I think to me, I don't know what's going on with Nicki. I don't want to just say the obvious, like, oh, cocaine or she on no drugs. But I have no idea what's going on with her, man. It seems like she been on a fuck Jay-Z type campaign, fuck Roc Nation and Desiree and all this other stuff. It seems like she been very active with that, and I'm curious why now? Like, what happened recently for her to just do this? And I want to know what type of stuff is she on? Just be on Twitter like this constantly. I will probably delete my social media if she fucking kept coming at me like that on social media. I'm like, man, this girl is fucking crazy. She seemed like the type of girl, she got your number, she gonna call you 1,286 times nonstop, where you had to change your number. So yeah, so I think, and then looking at some history too, it seemed like her and Punch kind of had a little bit of issues because they put out there that Nicki was trying to get SZA on a song, and I guess she kind of got curved twice. And so I don't know if that had anything to do with it or what, but yeah, man, I don't know what's going on, man. I'm it's kind of crazy how she just going in on Jay-Z like this too, where I'm like, I really want to know what's the issue. Like I kind of want to know in detail what's the issue. And I wonder if it probably ain't gonna hear none, but I am curious to see if Jay-Z will ever say anything about this. I know he's not going to address it personally and all that, but I wonder if it's going to be some type of song, because it's people been saying they think he might be in album mode a little bit. So I don't know if we're going to get a Jay-Z album or a single or something, but I wonder at some point is he going to address this part, because it seems like stuff is getting real loud, like a lot of fuck Jay-Z type energy. So I wonder if that's going to motivate him to put out something.
I think he will eventually put out more music. And I think, whenever Jay-Z releases stuff, he addresses everything that's happened since we last heard from him. But I don't think he's going to reference Nicki Minaj directly. It's going to be like a vague shots at everybody who's saying fuck Jay-Z, everybody who's claiming he's this manipulative Illuminati mastermind who's pulling all these strings with Roc Nation and all that stuff. He'll direct that at all that, but he's not going to single out Nicki Minaj. Number one, I think he knows it's not good optics to battle with a woman, especially in the year 2025. So he's not going to address it directly, but he will address the claims and stuff that she's saying and that fans are saying, and kind of roll that up into like a fuck you type of thing.
You don't think he'd get creative with the bars and say, I got a real Barbie at home?
No.
I don't need that. You don't think he'll do nothing creative like that?
No. He's not going to do anything that Nicki Minaj can feed off of. Honestly, I think he's smarter than that. Maybe young Jay-Z back in the day, but not this version of Jay-Z who's just at home on tour with Beyonce, old as fuck. And he's not going to take the bait. He's not going to directly take the bait. He's not going to give her something that she can spin off into a hit single, possibly. So, yeah, he's smarter than that. But he will address the stuff she's saying and all the conspiracy theories, and he will talk about that. It'll be like Blueprint 2 Part 2. Jay-Z this, Jay-Z that, in Jay-Z news. Jay-Z won't hold my hand no more. Yeah, he'll do something like that. But Nicki, in general, Nicki is like the female Kanye West. Every few months, she just goes on this. They go on this. I don't know if it's drugs or what, but they go on like a bender, and they just start tweeting a lot of bullshit out of nowhere. And then a few weeks later, it all dies down. So it's like something she's mad at, and she just wants to stir the flames and get her fan base all riled up in an attack mode. And then something might get settled behind the scenes and she's cool now. So and she'll cool off of it. So I think it's one of those things. And she might have some new music coming out too. I don't know.
Yeah. Do you think it's other things going on with Nicki though? Because it seems like she's very uncomfortable now. And I felt like if she was really comfortable, you probably wouldn't hear from her, or she probably would be releasing music. And by the way, I think in one of those tweets, one of many tweets she been doing was she said she's not releasing any music until Roc Nation and Jay-Z, whoever is put behind bars or some shit.
Okay, I'm gonna hold her to that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna hold her to that.
Yeah, she said something like that, and I'm like, I don't believe that, man.
That's 100% a lie.
Yeah, so pretty, yeah. And I don't want to say never. That ain't happening because we seen crazier things. Hell, Diddy is in jail, but yeah, I'm like, man, that ain't happening no time soon.
No. Like I said, she's trying to get her fan base riled up and charged up. And she's trying to get them to attack these people that she hates. But no, she's not going to not make any music until Jay-Z and Roc Nation about, come on, man. Like she's a signed artist. You think her label going to be like, yeah, go ahead. Don't make no more music.
Yeah. I wonder if she, what's her money situation looking like too, man.
That has to be a lot of the cause of this. Some kind of money issue.
Yeah, my guess is probably her last project or tour and all that stuff. Uncle Sam, I don't even want to say Uncle Sam, but whoever she got a loan from or money from, the label type stuff, they probably taking all that money and saying, hey, you owe us. So all of this is going to us. So I wonder if it's a situation like that, and she's blaming Jay-Z, saying Live Nations and Roc Nation and all that stuff. They taking all of my money. They owe me money, all this other stuff. I wonder if that's the situation like that, because I feel like a lot of people, and especially celebrities and artists, they start crashing out whenever they have money issues like this.
Yeah.
Then they start pointing the finger at everybody. That's kind of like with Dame Dash, how once in a while he go on a fuck Jay-Z tour too.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, oh yeah, I did this for him and he ain't do nothing for me. It's just like, man, you're a grown ass man. Like you expect them to hold your hand forever. So I think whenever people go through issues like that, it seems like they just start going like crashing out on everybody, saying it's everybody else's fault.
Yeah, I'm 90% sure there's some kind of money thing or money issue or something she feels she's owed or something she owes somebody and is making a big stir about it. But once it gets settled or once she moves on, then she'll act like this shit never happened. So
yeah,
I don't really get invested in it. We've been too many decades deep into these Nicki Minaj crash outs. Or it don't move me anymore, man. It doesn't. Same with Kanye. This stuff doesn't move me anymore. I don't really care about it.
Yeah.
So until somebody responds directly and they go at it, I don't really care.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and some spicier news, man. How do you feel? I know you saw that clip that's gone viral. The guy and woman who've been at the Coldplay concert. Apparently, he's a CEO of a tech company, and she is the HR lady, the head of HR. And apparently, they were caught on the Coldplay concert Titantron, the Jumbotron, whatever you call it, the big screen. And they had the spotlight on them. And as soon as they got the spotlight, they were very embarrassed and hid their faces. And then I guess the head of Coldplay, who was it, Chris Martin?
Yeah.
The Coldplay guy was like, ooh, either they're very shy or they're in an affair. So here's a clip if y'all watching on video. I'm sure y'all have already seen this, but just in case you haven't.
Yeah. Oh, look at these two. All right, come on. You okay? Oh, what? Either they're having an affair or they're just very shy. I forgot what show. Yeah. Oh, look at these.
See, now wait, play it again. Look how quick this guy went down. First off, look how hard he's cheesing. This has to be the happiest he's been. Look at him. No. Damn.
Look, they having a good time.
Yeah. Look at that.
Yeah.
At the Coldplay concert, man. So
it was like, oh shit.
Yeah, this has gone viral. Apparently, they tracked down his wife, who is probably in the stage of a divorce now. Apparently, she took the last name out of her profile on Facebook or some shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, apparently they were both married. And they got caught red-handed on the Jumbotron at the Coldplay concert. And also the fact that it's a CEO and an HR lady. It would be one thing if it was just a side piece. It's a CEO and a head of HR.
Yeah.
Which is insane. So I guess not that insane. But
I mean, I'm sure somewhere in the job, they say you probably can't, don't date each other or something.
Yeah, it's very unprofessional.
Yeah.
And you have to imagine. I mean, I don't trust no HR people, period. Because at the end of the day, they work for the company.
Yeah.
People forget that. But yeah, that's a nasty look.
Yeah.
Amateur hour too, man. Amateur hour too. I gotta say, I'm not gonna say I'm a professional cheater, but this got to be one of the most rookie mistake you can make is taking the side piece out to a very public event like a Coldplay concert where you could easily see one of your friends or family members there.
Yeah. I was trying to make sense of this because obviously we don't know how they got there or anything like that. I'm wondering if maybe it was like a company suite and they both was there. And then it was just this little moment where they kind of got a little cuddly and this happened. But still, even to your point, man, like I'm not doing all of that around all these other people.
Yeah.
Especially if I'm the CEO.
And apparently that woman who had her hand on her head was somebody with the company as well. I forget what her position was, but apparently she worked with the company as well.
Oh, her.
Yeah. But I don't think that was an official company setting, man. I think it was just some friends who went out and they all knew what it was and they just got caught. But I don't know. I don't know the details.
Yeah,
I could be wrong. Who knows?
No, you're right. It's still a rookie mistake, man.
Yeah.
Like you don't get caught like that. Like if anything, get caught with some damn text messages or get caught in the act at a hotel where where somehow she found out or some shit. Like you don't want to get caught like that. And now not only you got caught, but everybody embarrassed.
Yes.
It could have been a simple little, me, you, and a couple other people known about it. Now the whole world is laughing at this.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they kind of made it worse too, the way they reacted.
That was the main issue. Like they just forgot at the last second that this wasn't broadcast on television.
Yeah.
All right. If you just played it off, maybe like slowly moved your head behind hers.
Yeah.
They wouldn't be able to tell, like, look, he's not that. I guess he is a lot taller than her. But the fact that he was so dramatic with his trying to hide made it 10 times worse.
Yeah.
And there's no way this would have went viral if you just played it off like it was normal.
What he should have done was kind of lean into it a little more. Maybe give her a bigger hug, like a friendly hug.
Yep.
Like one of the, oh, my dog. Right here.
Trying to adapt. Like, yeah, come on.
Yeah. Hit the shoulders a little bit. Just kind of, yeah, there you go.
Yep.
Munch.
Yeah. They were just a little too close.
Yeah.
So that was the issue, man. That was the issue. They should have been like holding hands and rocking, but we couldn't really see the hands. But no, they super cuddled up, and that was the issue.
You would have thought they got caught naked.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, the way they reacted. And then Chris Martin ain't making no better.
Yeah. No, he pointed it out, and I think that again, that's the reason why it went viral.
Yeah,
he pointed it out. So Matt on YouTube said that dude dropped like he got shot. Yeah, he did, man. He was very dramatic. And it was very, like I said, rookie mistake, man.
Yeah, and I think too, I seen a report saying that they had been on leave for the at their job at whatever job that was. They put them on leave.
Do you think most people in the office knew? I know we're going off of pure speculation and bullshit, but do you think, like in general, when these things happen, that people, because you done worked in the office setting, and I have too, and we know when there's stuff going on. Do you think people in that office knew that they were hooking up?
I think some people knew. Whoever that girl is over here, she for sure knew. She knew about it. I don't know if they friends or what, but she knew about it right here. But I don't know. I can't say everybody in the office knew. I definitely some people knew about it.
Yeah. I would think when it's that close, I'm sure there were a lot of nights when the HR ladies mysteriously stayed late.
Yeah.
It's like always, you get there at office at 6 p.m. and she's still there. Like, what are you doing still here?
Yeah. Or they leaving out together.
Yeah. No, that would be super rookie. They got to leave at different times.
Yeah.
No,
I can see her always hanging out in his office.
Yeah.
Hey, he probably going by her office like, hey, here's your lunch. They probably going to lunch together, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Kind of like, are they talking? They can't be talking because they married. But
shit, man.
Yeah, sure. We seen it red-handed, or at least
No, I have too, man. I have too.
Yeah, that shit can be uncomfortable too.
It is. It is.
Yeah,
It's always fun to see it play out, though.
yeah. No, I seen somebody. It was somebody. I got in the elevator like that one time.
Mm-hmm.
I was just like, man, this is fucking weird.
Yeah, my boy David was telling me about the story too. He said he got caught in the elevator with his boss and his side piece, and I'm like, damn. So it happens, man. It's always awkward, but it is funny.
Yeah,
And yeah, number one rule was always been don't shit where you eat. But you know, when you're older, David said it was the longest ride. Yeah, I bet, man. But the funny thing is, they always say don't shit where you eat. But the fact is, man, when you get older, it gets tough to meet people outside of work.
Dude, it's I mean, I can't speak from the CEO standpoint, but it's hard to be out here trying to cheat and live a double life, man.
Yes.
That's expensive as hell. You like, dog, if you married, you can't be out here trying to live a double life, man.
Mm-hmm.
Because now you got to account for the times you at home. You got to come up with some type of excuse, like, oh,
you gotta always have some kind of. It's kind of like Batman or Spider-Man when they gotta lie to Aunt May about why you not home yet.
Yeah,
you always gotta have some kind of new thing cooked up as to why you're not home or why you're leaving at 1 a.m.
Yeah, or why you didn't answer the phone. Then you gotta try to spend time with them, and man, it look, fellas, it is not worth it, man. It is not worth it.
It really isn't. But you know, men can't control themselves. A lot of time we can't. We see with the girl get a little flirtatious with us at work, and then you go home and your wife treat you like you ain't shit. You know, shit. Sometimes you start to wonder, like,
See, I would say even that part, that's a little different, because at that point you might not be as happy at home.
Yeah.
But if you cool and you just out here, some people just can't keep it in their pants, man. They just trying to talk to everybody. Like at that point, it's just like, man, what are you doing? And even outside the whole marriage part, if you ain't married, but you out here talking to everybody and you just trying to live this double life, man, it is not worth it, man.
It really isn't.
You spending double on Valentine's Day, like all that stuff, man. Nah, it ain't worth it, man.
Not even that. It's just when you're in a position like that, and now you got to deal with a divorce. I don't know if he's in California where they got very tough laws like that, but yeah, it's rough. Now he done lost half of everything, and he has no leg to stand on. Like, you fucked up very publicly, so it's over, man.
Yeah, nah, it's bad.
But hey, what can you do?
Yeah.
Moral of the story is, y'all just keep it in your head. All right, just you can nothing wrong with imagining, nothing wrong with a little light flirting. Everybody got a work wife or work husband, but just keep it like that. Keep it the lightweight flirting, all that, but don't actually take her to a Coldplay concert.
Yeah, what are you doing at a Coldplay concert anyway?
I mean, I'm not gonna front. I like Coldplay, man. I wouldn't go to a concert, but they make good white people music.
I like one song from them. I like the Paradise song. Man, that song. You played that song in the car. That should be like dun, 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 dun. We got bass on that song.
You don't like the Viva La Vida that they play on that? Remember they used to, before the Gap band Outstanding became the Wash anthem. The Viva La Vida was the anthem used for the Wash athlete meme with the Celtics Shaq and Hakeem on the Raptors and all that shit. You might not remember how it goes, but that song is pretty good, man. They got good music. I can't front on Coldplay, man.
Go to a concert then, man.
Nah, I'm straight. But they got good music, man. TJ said Viva La Vida. Yeah, man, that's a good song. It's a good song. But So anyway, we'll wrap this up. Maybe unless we have something else to do. I did see the new Superman movie last night.
Hey,
I went to go see it with my nephew at a late show. And so you got any D.O. Rex, Holy Diver, man. That's all I know because that's all I listen to at the gym is Holy Diver. But that's I recommend Holy Diver and whatever else. But Superman. I did see Superman and I thought it was okay. I thought it was all right. I thought I didn't think it was as good as some people were gassing it up to be. I didn't think it was as bad as people were saying it was, just hating on it. I did see Mike Francesa's review of it, and I thought it was hilarious. And some of the stuff he said was true.
Really? Okay.
Some of the stuff he said was true. Superman did get his ass whooped a lot in this movie. He took a lot of L's, man. Superman, they talked to him like he wasn't shit. He got his ass beat by just about everybody. And he had to be saved a few times because he was getting fucked up. But overall, I didn't think it was bad, man. I thought it was a good movie. Very comic booky, probably the most comic booky type movie I've seen. And I've seen a lot of these Marvel and DC movies. It feels like the most like out of a comic book type movie I've ever seen. Where, you know, when you were a kid and you picked up a random issue of Superman and he'd be fighting some giant monster or some shit, and there'd be interspecies, interplanetary aliens and all this shit, you know, that would be in the typical issue of Superman that you pick up as a kid. And that's what's in this movie. There's all kinds of aliens and monsters and robots. It's very comic booky in a pretty good way, I will say. But it is very comic booky, very lighthearted, but there is some serious moments in it. There is a moral and a message to it as well. My only issue was this movie kind of felt like the part 2 to a movie that we didn't see yet, because the movie starts off and he's already Superman for like 3 years. And the new characters come in and they've been around for a while too. You got Green Lantern, Mr. Terrific, and Hawk Girl. And everybody knows them. And I'm like, now I know them because I'm a nerd, but I would imagine if I didn't read comic books and all that shit and I didn't know about it, I'd be like, who the fuck are these people? And why does everybody know them? I don't know who. Yeah, like I know who Mr. Terrific is. So there's a lot of, it feels like they didn't want to do the origin story because it's been done a lot, but they kind of needed to. Because it kind of feels like this is the sequel to a movie that never got made. And now they just kind of drop you off in the middle of some shit. But it's still good. The Lex Luthor is really good. He's hilarious. He's a grade A hater in this movie. He's really evil and he's funny. I like the Lex Luthor. The effects are really good. The sound is really good. If you're going to see it, I told Figgy before the podcast started, if you're going to go see it in the theater. Don't wait to see it at home because it's going to be whacker at home. Because you'll probably focus more on the story that's kind of mid. But if you see it with all the fancy effects and the big, you know, the sound is booming and he flies and the effects are crazy, it'll be a lot better in the theater. So if you're going to go see it in the theater. I recommend it.
Okay.
But I thought it was okay, man. I thought it was all right. I didn't think it was great. I didn't think it was terrible. I could see why some old heads don't like it because it's not like the Superman we grew up with or the Superman we're kind of used to seeing in movies where he's just super powerful and beats everybody. He was kind of weak in his movie, but it's still good, man.
Yeah, Mike Francesa kept saying, "Oh, he ain't like Christopher Reeves. He's real like Christopher Reeves."
Dog, he was killing me. He said everybody beat Superman up. I thought Lois Lane was gonna throw him out a window. I thought Jimmy Olsen was gonna beat him up. I'm like, dog, but that really is kind of how the movie is. Everybody shits on this movie was kind of like the worst week of Superman's life. Yeah. Basically, because he gets canceled, people shit on him, and he just has a tough time, man. Yeah. But it's still a good movie with a good little ending. And you could tell they're obviously trying to speed run this new universe because they're trying to catch up to Marvel, and Marvel's so far ahead now, and they're kind of restarting from, the first phase. So they're trying to speed run this and introduce all these new characters because they want to get the Justice League out. They want to get Supergirl out. They want to get another Batman out. So they're trying to speed run this whole thing. You can tell when you see the movie, they're trying to speed run this new universe. But all in all, man, I think it's okay. I thought it was all right.
Do you feel like, I think a couple of people say this, and then of course Clay Travis ran with it. Do you feel like it's political? It's a political message in here?
Oh, I mean, there is one. Rather you see the Israel-Palestine, I'll just say what it is basically. So the movie starts and Superman gets into deep shit because basically a stronger country is trying to invade a weaker one. And Superman, before the movie even started, he basically stopped them from invading and destroyed their weapons and kind of threatened the president of that country. And so that all gets used against him because everybody's like, why are you interfering in these foreign affairs, Superman? And he's like, I'm just trying to save people. He's like, well, you don't understand the consequences of doing this. So he kind of gets some deep shit because of that. And then, they hatch a plan to get rid of him. And then the guy still wants to take over the country and all that shit. I won't say how it ends, but you could easily tell there's some Israel-Palestine type metaphor going on there with that. But I don't think it's that deep.
Okay.
I don't think nothing was named. I don't think and it's funny because the country that was being invaded looked so weak that it was a joke. They were fighting with like swords and shit and pipes. Nobody even had a gun.
Damn,
they were like,
was this London? The UK?
Yeah, London was being invaded.
Machetes.
Yeah, it was like the most stereotypically poor Saudi Arabian, Arabian, Middle Eastern area that just had people who were just broke, dirt poor, and all these little kids running around, and the kids want to fight too. It's like, okay, man. But so, yeah, I would say that part is political, but I don't think it's that big of a deal. I don't think it was that deep, honestly. I didn't think it was what people are trying to make it to be. It was just the plot of a movie. I didn't think it was that deep.
So you were sitting there like, wait a minute, this is like Palestine. Oh man, I'm walking out of here.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing: those people are looking for reasons to be upset at anything. So of course they're gonna see the Superman movie and think it's woke.
Yeah,
they're gonna see, and there's a lot of things they're gonna pick up about that. Oh, there's DEI, there's a black guy in it, there's a woman who's strong in it, and all that stuff. But it's not that deep, man. It's really not that deep. It's a comic book movie. I don't think it was trying to make a grand political statement. I think it was just trying to show a general message of being nice to people and being kind to people. That's really the takeaway of it. That's what this Superman is. He's just a nice guy. And that's really the whole takeaway from the movie. It's not that deep.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I see Clay Travis ran with it like, I'm glad you gave me a heads up about this. I'm not watching it. I'm like, man, just imagine living your life like that, man. Like, you can't even go out and enjoy a movie without thinking something is political, unless it's an actual political movie or something like that. Like, you mean if you watching fucking Avatar, you mean to tell me you gotta watch this and be like, oh wait, they're making it political? I can't. Like, you can't enjoy the movie.
And the funny thing is, they act like a movie being political is something new. Like there's something that's just happened since 2020. Where remember, every Vietnam movie was basically shitting on the United States government. All these political movies that are made shitting on United States and shitting on war in general. And now suddenly, everything's political now. It's always been like that, man.
Back in the 70s, they were making political music.
Yes.
And it was popping. It was was good music that still get played to this day.
Yes. But the thing is, these people get paid to be mad. They want to stoke the fire. But I do wonder, now that Trump has won and now that everything's being shifted to the right, what else do they have to complain about at this point? You know, everybody, all these woke people being fired. Speaking of which, we got to talk about that too. Joy Taylor got fired from FS1.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm glad you brought that up. I forgot about that. Yeah.
But my point is just basically, I wonder what they're going to complain about now that everything is shifted their way and they kind of have won, at least right now. But for some reason, they still got to spend 2 hours complaining about the Superman movie.
Yeah.
It's getting silly, man.
And I think you just made your point right there. They going to keep complaining about Angel Reese. They going to keep complaining about Superman movie and just all this internet stuff. They just gonna keep complaining about this stuff, that type of stuff. So it ain't even like I think they just looking at what everybody else is arguing and just going off of that. They pretty much doing that. They pretty much got their hand on the WNBA at this point, man. Like whatever happened with the WNBA between Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark, that's they living right there at that point. So they just gonna keep arguing and complaining about that stuff.
Yeah. And the one trans woman that's in pool or whatever the fuck, some random sport like fucking badminton, they're gonna focus on that.
Yeah.
And yeah. Matt has a good point on YouTube. He says people just need a reason to be pissed off for whatever reason it's popular. Yeah. And I also think that's what happens when you have a shitty economy where everything is super expensive now. People can't afford a home. People can't afford a car. People can't afford the basic necessities you need to live a decent life. And you got to be mad at something.
Yeah.
Might as well be Superman. Might as well be a comic book movie.
I think that's the trouble thing about having a platform too. Like easy to have a platform. They weighing in on anything, man.
Yeah.
It's just like, dog, like you ain't got to weigh in on the WNBA if you don't watch it. And just all type of random stuff they just decide to weigh in on. It's like, what you weighing in on it for? Like, I'm not weighing in on a lot of shit because I'm not into it.
People got mad that Angel Reese is on the NBA 2K cover. And like, do y'all even play NBA 2K?
Yeah.
Do y'all care about this? I don't think actual fans of the NBA that play this game give a shit who's on the cover in general.
People quit doing that shit for about 15, 20 years, man.
Dog, most people don't even buy physical games anymore. You download it to your fucking your PlayStation or Xbox immediately. So you don't even got the box to look at who's on the fucking cover. So you don't even know who's on the cover this year, man. You just load it up. You see the picture when you boot up the game. But that's it. Nobody cares about who's on the cover of Madden or who's on the cover of NBA 2K anymore. It don't matter. Nobody has covers to begin with.
Yeah. Nah, it's silly. Did you before we get to Joy Taylor, did you see RG3 and how people was giving them a nice little talking to over?
Yeah. Now look, he's 100% wrong on what he's been saying. This campaign against Angel Reese trying to say that she hates Caitlin Clark is just weird. Retweeting the monkey picture and all that shit. Silly. I need people to stop acting like they gonna run up on him though.
Shaq. Why you talking like that?
Shaq and who else? Somebody else said it too recently. That they were gonna run up on RG3 when they see him. And I'm like, all right, y'all are grown ass men. Y'all need to fucking try to flex like you gonna beat up RG3 because he said something mean on the internet about somebody you barely know. And speaking of which, Shaq was the one who said he wants Angel Reese to play in booty shorts. So I don't know why suddenly this dude is not the protector of all things sacred with women. But that's one thing I'm kind of sick of. I don't need the violent threats from these celebrities acting like they gonna pull up on RG3. Y'all not gonna see him. If y'all did see him, y'all ain't gonna do shit. All right. So stop the bullshit.
Yeah,
but he is, of course, wrong for what he did.
Yeah, nah, he was 100% wrong. But at this point, is it even worth it trying to do all of this shit? talk about, if I'm when I see him, like, come on, man. He would have said worse shit and did worse things. Like, ain't nobody run up on Stephen A. or LeBron did.
Yeah.
But ain't nobody trying to do that. Like, just the best way to leave him alone is quit giving him that attention, man. Like, just quit giving him, because I don't even think he worked for a platform. He don't work for ESPN. I don't think he's with FS1, and we'll get to that in a minute. But yeah, like, don't just stop giving him a platform, man. Stop giving him the shining light on him, man.
That's the thing people don't get. Like, if you see something you don't like on Twitter, the best thing to do is just ignore it. Because here's the thing, you got somebody who owns it, who everybody hates anyway. So it's not like they're trying to push positive content on you. They're trying to push the rage bait. They're trying to push the racist shit. They're trying to push the shit you hate, because that's what's driving engagement on the platform. Because now they don't ban anybody unless they're like a serial killer or something.
Yeah.
But it's hard to get banned on Twitter now. And now they incentivize people for engagement by any means, even if it's you trying to dunk on them or say something about them. That's engagement, and that's money on the platform now. So really, you keeping their pockets fed by quoting somebody and replying, getting under their replies, talking shit. That's helping them out. So stop it. Just ignore it, mute them, block them, but just move on. Don't give it attention, because when he goes to whatever kind of podcast deal or sponsor he's looking for, he can pull up the engagement numbers on his last month and say, look, all these millions of views, millions of quotes, millions of replies. Look what kind of engagement I'm getting on my platform.
Yeah.
And he can spin that into some real money.
Yeah.
So stop ignoring him and leave him alone. Stop engaging with the bullshit.
Yeah, because that could turn into hey, RG3, he can get hey, let's set you up with a live stream or a podcast.
Yeah.
Where you just talk about everything, not just sports, just talk about everything. And let him really get his bullshit off. So yeah, no, I agree with you, man. Like, I don't engage in anything RG3 related at this point.
Yeah. One thing that really bothers me though is that everybody is spinning back and saying, man, Rob Parker was right. Rob Parker shouldn't have got fired for that. Rob Parker shouldn't have got fired for calling RG3 a cornball brother. Dog, I remember when that happened. I was on Twitter when that happened. Everybody wanted him fired.
Yeah.
Everybody wanted Rob Parker fired for that shit. Nobody had his back. Everybody was clowning him.
Yeah.
And now they're acting like, Rob Parker got screwed. He was just telling the truth. He shouldn't have got fired. It bothers me that he got fired. Y'all did not support that man at all. He lost his job over that, and nobody cared.
And the thing is, I think it was during that time, because he was still in the league. He was playing for the
the Redskins. Well, the Commanders now.
Yeah, at that point, I felt like Rob was way ahead of the cart. So like, we didn't know what RG3 was really about, and I don't even know if he did. But I think simple fact, just imagine calling, let's say, I'm trying to think of a quarterback. Let's say Jaden Daniels, who ironically played for Washington now. Just imagine somebody called him a cornball brother. A lot of people are like, wait a minute, no, that's a black man. That's and years later, you find out he's into white women, and he had this other way of thinking. And now it's like, oh, he shouldn't have got fired. Like, nah, man. But yeah, I would say, like, I'll be honest, I don't know how RG3 was during that time. But yeah, Rob Parker was definitely on to something. He was on to something, but I just didn't see it during that time. Maybe I ain't see enough RG3 weighing in on shit. But whatever he saw, he felt like he was a cornball brother. I guess he felt like he wasn't like a brother.
I forgot what the thing, because I just saw the clip recently, but I forgot. It was something he did or something he said that was a little controversial, and people asked, and Rob Parker just kind of said it, and then he got immediately pressed about it, and he tried to put it as politically as he could, but basically he said, is he really down with us, or is he, a quote unquote cornball brother? Not really black. Really want to say he wasn't black.
Yeah.
That's really wanted to say, but I don't know. It just annoys me that now that people hate RG3, they act like they had Rob Parker's back and he was done wrong by getting fired. Whereas, nah, y'all wanted him fired. Y'all did not have his back when RG3 was cooking in the league and he was a good quarterback. Y'all did not tolerate Rob Parker's comments.
Yeah.
Now that he's out the league and just talking shit, y'all want to support him. Rob Parker still got a platform. He got a podcast. He's still doing work. So go ahead and support him and run his numbers up if y'all hate RG3 that much.
Yeah. I'm looking. I mean, take this for what it's worth, but I asked ChatGPT. I said, why did Rob Parker call RG3 a cornball brother? And they said, I guess he called him that back in 2012 on First Take. And I guess some of the reasons was he felt like he didn't really represent the cause and wasn't one of us. And I guess at the time, I don't know if that's the same wife, but he had a white fiance.
Yeah,
and being a Republican. So, I didn't know all that at the time. So I don't know how that came out or what, but I guess it was rumors he was I guess had my white wife.
My wife's white.
But my wife is white. I guess he had. I guess it was rumors of him being a Republican, and especially during that time, if you was a Republican, you was a sold out brother.
I mean, that's still the case today.
Yeah,
for a lot of people. It hasn't changed at all.
Yeah, I feel like it's not as bad as it was back then. No, I guess maybe because you got the hood dudes out here voting for Trump and all this other stuff.
True.
But back in the day, if you find out a black dude was a Republican, it was like, what? Like you were Uncle Tom at this point.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Maybe that's probably was it.
Yeah, but so yeah, that's just bothered me, the whole revisionist history on the Rob Parker thing. Because I was there and y'all did not have that man's back.
Yeah.
And last but not least, we got to talk about Joy Taylor, man.
Yeah.
Joy Taylor, I want to say who all got fired from FS1.
Yeah, so it was they got rid of the first. I guess they had a morning show called Breakfast Ball.
Yeah,
and that was Craig Carton, Danny Parkins, and somebody else on there. But they got rid of 3 shows. It was Breakfast Ball. It was Speak, which is the show Joy Taylor was on. And Facility, which is the show Acho was on. Emmanuel Acho was on.
So they're all out. LaShawn McCoy, Chase Daniel, James Jones. I think they're all out.
Yeah, they out. Yep. That's right. Yeah, they were all on that show.
Yeah. So
I ain't like Shady McCoy, man.
No, me neither.
Yeah, he has some of the worst takes I ever heard.
That show was just bad, period, man. Nobody, it's rare to have a show with nobody I like a panel show, and you don't like anybody. I don't like anybody on that show. Like, why this show? Well, we know why it existed, because Joy Taylor was doing what she had to do to make sure she had a position on the network.
Yeah.
So we know why. We now know why it exists. But yeah, it's not surprising. As soon as that lawsuit hit and the allegations were made, I was like, okay, she's definitely not going to get another contract with the FS1. So they're just waiting it out. And now it's over. I heard they're going to hire some Barstool people, apparently.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're going that way.
It seemed like they doing the ESPN. They trying to mock ESPN a little bit with how ESPN did with Pat McAfee.
Yeah,
and gave him his own platform on ESPN and got him hosting College Game Day and all that shit. They got that dude, what's his name, Dave Portnoy.
Yeah.
They got I guess they might be in talks of bringing some of his content to FS1. which I think might be a little rough. I'm not the biggest Portnoy fan, and they said he's going to be hosting the Big Noon, which is Fox. I want to say it's Fox version of College Game Day, pretty much. So that's exactly what Pat McAfee is doing. So yeah, I don't know. I don't really keep up with Fox Sports 1 anyway. So
yeah,
it ain't gonna do nothing for me. But as far as Joy Taylor, I think we talked about it on this podcast. How it seemed like she was doing the media rounds and kind of setting herself up where she probably gonna be gone because she was making the rounds and I'm like, what is she promoting? Like, she don't have a book or anything, so it seemed like she was just kind of making the rounds and doing random podcasts and stuff. So she probably knew it was the end. I don't know if the other people knew it was the end, but she for sure seemed like she was out here doing interviews and trying to maybe set herself up for the other shit because she knew it was a wrap.
Yeah, it's done, man. It's they're cooked. But I think we talked about Joy Taylor and whether she's going to be back or not and what she's going to do. I think she'll have a podcast or another podcast, or I don't think she'll be hired at any of the major networks anytime soon or ever again.
Yeah,
I think that
ESPN ain't going to hire her.
No. So, yeah, but we're seeing that we're seeing that shift to the right wing stuff with Trump being in office. We saw Shane Gillis do the SBs last night or a few nights ago, whenever it was. Very controversial, I guess. Even though,
how you felt about that? Did you watch his monologue? His opening?
I saw some jokes, and I didn't think I thought he was kind of scared to say them, and that's what bothered me. Like, if you're gonna go there, let your nuts hang, man. Pause, but go out there and be like, I don't like Andrew Dice Clay or any of those types, like a George Carlin type of person. Just say what you want to say with your chest. But it kind of felt like he was a little embarrassed to get them jokes off in that audience. And I'm like, all right, you're just a pussy then.
Yeah.
Say it with your chest if you got these controversial jokes that you want to get off. But it seemed like he was a little scared to do it, a little scared to say it. And that's what I don't respect. But I didn't think it was that good. I think he has some okay jokes, but in general, I'm not really a fan.
Yeah, it's funny. I forgot who I was telling this to, but I'm like, it wasn't funny. It was more. I think I used the word. I think not brutal. I forgot what word I used, but I'm like, it wasn't funny. I was sitting there like, it was more like, I guess, ooh.
Like, ooh, did he really just say that? Yeah. Like provocative,
really like,
or he was trying to be provocative.
Yeah. So I didn't. The only one I actually laughed at was when he said, hey, there's Brittany Keys over there, 4-time WNBA star. Like, nah, she ain't in the WNBA. I knew y'all ain't know who was for real.
See, I thought that joke was good, but I thought his delivery sucked on it. And that was my problem. It kind of killed it. I didn't think he said it with his chest enough, but it was funny. It was a funny idea.
Yeah. I said it was, I said he was definitely uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I said, I don't know if I call it funny, but it was definitely uncomfortable. So, the one I didn't like from him, though, the Carl Anthony Towns where he said, hey girl. I didn't really care for that one. I'm like, I don't know. I wasn't offended, but I just didn't really get it.
That was a joke. I mean, because people play like Carl Anthony Towns is gay because he makes these kind of effeminate, I guess, pictures on whenever he's defending somebody or doing something. But the thing is, Shane Gillis wouldn't know that because Shane Gillis don't follow the NBA. So it seemed like a very fake forced joke that somebody else wrote for him. Because there's no way Shane Gillis knows about that Carl Anthony Towns meme to make a joke about it. So that was my issue with it. It felt very fake.
Yeah.
Because I was like, there's no way you know to make that joke.
But see, I felt like nobody would do that to him in person. Like I mean, as many gay jokes we saw from about Karl Anthony Towns, the first one ain't about to be, "Hey girl," like that ain't about to be the first one.
Mm-hmm.
I just felt like it could have came better than that. It could have been something a little more clever. Maybe he could have said some type. I don't know, made some type of face or something. I don't know, but
see, he was scared to go. I don't know if it was him or the network telling him to not go too far, but I feel like if you're in my opinion, if you're gonna go there, go all the way. Don't half-ass it to where, because it just sounds lame. Matt on YouTube says it seemed like someone wrote the jokes for him and he wasn't sure about the reaction he'd get, so he was hesitant. I think he wrote his jokes, most of them at least. But I do agree that I think he was nervous about not getting a reaction or the kind of reaction he'd get. You could tell he was just uncomfortable, period, with some of the jokes that he tried to get off. And that's why it didn't really work for me.
And he kept saying like, well, I guess they want me to say this joke. And then he's like, oh, I didn't get a reaction for that one. Let me go to the next one.
Yeah.
Where I'm just like, bro, what are you doing?
Yeah. It seemed he was a little scared. He was a little scared. And I'm like, all right, if you're a comedian, man, you gotta go balls to the wall and just get the jokes out. And if people think it's mean or whatever, at least you'll be trending on Twitter and you can get something. But yeah, he seemed like he was a little scared. He was a little worried.
Yeah, the funny thing is he still got some blowback from him.
Yeah.
I mean, no matter what, you still gonna have the Sarah Spains and people like that that's gonna be offended over something WNBA.
Here's the thing: they knew what they were doing when they brought him in.
Yeah, that's
right.
yes.
They when you see Shane Gillis, you're like, okay, it's gonna be some very edgy, provocative jokes going on here. So that's what you expect from him. So I don't see why everybody saw that and then still got mad. Like they knew what they were going for there, and I just don't think he delivered, honestly. But that's just me. I think they wanted the attention of the edgy jokes, but they also didn't want to get too edgy, and that's what killed it for me. Because I feel like you should go all the way or not at all. Get Billy Crystal or get Shane Gillis, but don't try to get Shane Gillis and kind of have him dance back and forth and be nervous about it.
Do you think that was ESPN call to say, hey, you could be a little edgy, but just hold it back a little bit?
Yeah, I think they reviewed his jokes and said, no, you can't say that, or you got to reword that. I think they looked at what he was going to say and kind of modified it or told him that he could or couldn't say certain things. I do think that probably happened because it's ABC, it's Disney-owned company, man. I know they're not going to have somebody go all crazy out there.
Yeah, it's still wild because I still feel like he was a little bit nervous to say these jokes, though. I would have just said, hey, y'all hired me, unless he didn't get paid yet.
Yeah.
I would have been like, hey, y'all hired me. I already got that check already cleared. Hey, I'm gonna do everything but cuss. Like I'm try not to cuss, but like I'm gonna just say whatever.
Yeah, he's trying to be. Well, the thing is, he's still rising in his career. So I'm sure he doesn't want certain doors closed to him for what he says. Like the other extreme of him is Tony Hinchcliffe. Tony Hinchcliffe is a comedian who said that stuff about the Puerto Ricans at the Trump little whatever press thing he had and the campaign thing he had, and he got a lot of blowback for that. That guy is like the super edgy comedian who doesn't give a fuck. He's gonna say whatever, and if he gets canceled or if he loses jobs, he doesn't give a fuck, I guess. But Shane Gillis is somebody who still cares about the future of his career. So he's not going to say nothing that's going to get him blackballed from Disney.
Yeah. Okay.
So you know that he's going to try to keep it safe for the most part. But personally, it just didn't do anything for me.
Yeah. Yeah. I kind of agree with it. I thought, like I said, it was a few stuff where I'm like, okay, but Nah, I felt like it was I don't know. I felt like he just went out there and just said some uncomfortable stuff. He
Yeah.
didn't really lean into it or say it with his chest.
Yeah, but I don't know. I never watched the ESPYs anyway, so I really don't care about who hosts it or what happens on it. I think it's one of the cornier little award shows they try to do, but
Yeah.
whatever. That is the only thing I heard from the ESPYs. I don't even know who won anything.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I heard from the ESPYs was the Shane Gillis monologue. So I guess it worked.
Yeah, I ain't even watch it. I just seen the monologue, or I started seeing the clips on social media, and then I'm like, oh yeah, the ESPYs is on. And then I still didn't turn to it, and then somebody posted the whole monologue, so I just watched it from there.
Yeah. I guess that's they want one thing trending at least on the on these shows. That's why they hire these people.
Yeah.
We're exactly at the 2-hour mark almost, so I think it might be about time to wrap this one up. Anything else happened this week that we got to talk about or react to?
Nope. I think that's it.
That might about do it. I'm looking through social media just to be sure. I mean, you look through my bookmarks.
Make sure ain't nothing breaking.
Yeah, I think we're good, man. I don't see anything else. So, yeah, that's all, folks. I hope y'all have a great weekend. I hope y'all enjoyed the podcast. Thank y'all for stopping in and chopping it up with us as usual on these Friday evenings. Of course, make sure you tune in Monday through Friday in the Loop, Sports Radio 610, Figgy Figs segment. I forget the name of it now. Figgy's Mixtape. That's right. Figgy's Mixtape. Figgy's Mixtape. Make sure you tune in. 120 every Monday through Friday. Make sure y'all tune in. Matt Graves says, until next time, fellas, peace. Appreciate it, man. Take care of yourself, bro. And yeah, it's shit. Until next time, y'all.
Peace.